I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
Welcome back to The Fresh Dish. It is the finals for Dancing with the Stars, Season 9.
Yeah, all right. And obviously you probably already know who won. It was Donny and Kim. Uh-oh, spoiler alert. I hope I didn't just, do it. But hey, before we get started with how it went down, I want to introduce a new co-host for you guys, and we saved the best for last. Everyone welcome Brent White.
Oh, thank you so much. The best?
Yes, absolutely.
That's unbelievable. I appreciate that. I watch the show all the time. I'm a huge fan.
Cool.
So thank you so much for having me.
Wait, our show or
this show?
Dancing with the
A lot
Stars?
of shows, but
The Fresh Dish.
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's awesome.
definitely this show for sure. And Dancing with the Stars.
Awesome. Good save, good
Okay.
save.
Well, let's get right into it. So last week they had 3 dances, right? And then this week they decided to do 3 again. So they started with the Latin
Yes.
dance, right?
Sexy.
All right, and then they did the Mega Mix. Was the next one, right?
Yeah.
And then Freestyle.
What up? there were no hip-hop this time.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Introduce a little something different. I don't know.
Well, before we break it down and we start with the Latin round, can I say you guys look really handsome?
Oh, well, you know.
Thank you.
And this is the very first time that I've actually had 2 guy co-hosts at the same time.
Yes, there is a lot of testosterone
Yes.
building up.
A lot
right
of shoulder
now,
action
folks.
going on.
Yes, yes.
Well, what do you say we get started with the Kelly and Louis, the Argentine Tango for the Latin
Yeah,
round?
Kelly and Louis. Wow. Okay. Now, first of all, can I just say, Carrie Ann comes in and gives them some pointers. You know, she says, I want you guys to get close. I want you to be intimate. You know, and they did just that. And here's the other thing. Kelly is the kind of person that with her smile can get you close as an audience member 1,000 miles away. You know what I mean? So it was beautiful, breathtaking, amazing. The whole night for her, I thought, you know, granted a few slips, was really, really great. She's really transformed herself into an awesome dancer.
I thought the Argentine Tango was a smart move because it challenged her and it really showed her growth. Now, it requires quick leg movement, so she was really quick on her feet and she rocked it.
I agree, Tammy, for the most part, right? Because Kelly was supposed to get a little bit more intense and just really lock in and have an intense relationship, right, with Louis. And she did that. I thought she did that, but I thought she was looking down a lot because there must have been some complicated footwork to do. She was looking down at her feet a lot, so it's kind of hard to keep that relationship when she's looking at their feet. I think she had an intense relationship with her feet, with her shoes.
Good point.
Yeah, could be, could be. Now, one person I had to keep looking down and up and down and up at was Maya. Oh my gosh, we're moving on to Maya and Dmitry and their amazing Paso Doble, right? And I was like, wow. Like, she looks amazing, but what's up with the football makeup, Dmitry? You look like some kind of football player with your thing. And then it gave me like, after it was over, I thought, was this like some kind of halftime show? Because it wasn't like, woo, amazing, but it was good. And you got 30, so I guess.
Well, it could have been part of a halftime show because they did, we will rock you. Rock you. Anytime you do that song, you're gonna get the audience pumped up and you're gonna get the votes, right?
Right.
It's like this rock star Paso Doble that seems to be the going theme on Dancing with the Stars. You know, Mel B and Maxim did it, right? And that's like the winning combo, Paso and rock star. So I think that's the new thing to get a high score on.
Yeah, and I know that Bruno wanted Maya to be more aggressivo, and I think that she was, and she really rocked it. She was the queen of the Paso Doble. She was the queen of the Paso Doble like Freddie Mercury was the queen of Queen.
Okay, for me, this is like an impossible transition to go from Maya and Dmitry, who a lot of people think should have won, right, to Donny and Kim, who were the champions, but they danced the cha-cha-cha, and thank God they had the freestyle, because to me, you guys, this was not a finals performance. This was not a winning performance. It was kind of slow-mo. Like I say, Mike is a little slow-mo. This was a little slow-mo for me. The choreo did not work. Oh, and that beginning part where he tried to kick over Kim's head. He should not be kicking over Kim's head. I don't know, Brent. Do you have something better for this?
You know, he did a good job with it, but you know what? I couldn't get over, and I don't mean to be racist on the show, but he had the white man's overbite the whole time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Ooh, yeah. He looked like my drunk uncle at a party, like at a wedding. He was like making those faces. Ooh, yeah. I couldn't get over that. Sorry.
Well, I'm glad that we had Kim, our wonder from down under, to save us from drunk uncles and bad overbites, okay? Because Kim looked amazing. And Donny, here's the thing, dude, you're such a showman, and I'm thinking, why are they wearing silver? Silver is the color of second place, right? If he's gonna really go for it, he should have been wearing gold. But then I realized that ball is silver. It was like subliminal, right? They're like, oh, they belong perfect with that ball. And that's why people voted for him, and that's why they won. Good job, Donny. Well, let's travel north now and leave the Latin round south of us. And let's move on to the Mega Mix Challenge, shall we? And to help us out, we've got Wiggity Whitey over here who's gonna break down a beat for us. Go for it, Wiggity.
That's right. You ready now?
Let's do it. Mega Mix, mix, Mega Mix. First we started out with Louie and Kelly. She was all over. She was felly fell. She was on the ground. Yo, I don't know, but she made all kinds of sounds.
She was slow and fell back at times, which really makes it hard for me to do this rhyme.
All right, now let's break it down for Wiggity Whack. Here we go, Tammy.
Do it.
Boots. Boots.
I tried, to watch all the mix. Yo, man, they're trying to do all these tricks. I tried 20 times, I couldn't see. You know, man, I couldn't see it. It was like ADD. Yeah, peace, and we out.
Yeah. Yeah, you like how we broke down a beat for you, Wiggity?
Yeah, it was
Nice,
terrible.
nice.
Our rap was like almost as bad as their costuming, right? Because we couldn't tell who was who. So much going on at one time. They were all wearing the same color almost.
Yeah. I mean, you could tell who Kelly was because she spent half the time on the floor, you know, from all her slips and falls. But in the end, I was like, I couldn't really see anybody else. I didn't know, like, why they deserve the scores that they got.
Maybe they could have put like the pros in black and the stars in color, so next time we have time to like point them out.
Yeah, dog. To me, it was like, you know, when you put those like the three like cups, you know, and something in the middle, and you like switch them all around and everything like that.
Wiggity Whack, Wiggity Whack,
man, I couldn't see it.
Wiggity Whack, can we have Brent back?
I just started looking at their dresses.
All right.
Brent.
Oh, sorry.
Stop.
No,
Okay.
because we've got to move on with the freestyle now, guys. We got to go into the freestyle,
Right,
and we got to start with obviously Kelly and Louie. If they were going to win this competition, they were going to have to do a mega fix. You know, I mean, her dad was going to have to get all kinds of mobsters involved and get like crazy voting, or they were going to have to do perfect 30s. And right off the bat, Kelly slipped up on a couple of different transitions, but then I thought, wait a minute, is she going to get the voters now, the sympathy vote? You know, people are going to get compelled to want to vote for her because she messed up so bad. And I was wrong.
Well, I think they picked the song I Will Survive for good reason because they knew she'd have to be singing it like every day after she lost, right?
Yeah.
She's going to survive. She's going to get through it. But I thought it was a good freestyle if you take out all the bad falling parts. But she had some good hard-hitting disco moments, so I'm proud of her for that.
Yeah, everybody loves Kelly because she's just America's sweetheart, right?
Yes.
And Carrie Ann said that you jumped out up into my soul and you just grabbed my heart and squeezed it and it was wonderful. But you know what? The only person that didn't like it was Ozzy. I saw Ozzy over there, and he was like, you dropped my daughter. What was that? You dropped my daughter.
He did?
Yeah, he was upset about it. He was.
I'm surprised he had an actual moment of, you know, actually just comprehending what was going on.
He knew what was going on right there, yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good. You know who didn't know what was going on? Was Maya. Okay, and I'll tell you why. She got 2 30s. Latin round, Mega Mix Challenge. Now it's time. Deliver us another 30, get a perfect score, and guess what? You're going to be the champ. But that freestyle, she wasn't present. Okay, honestly to me, it just seemed like they were kind of going through the motion. I'm not sure. And finally at the end, when it was all said and done, I was watching her and she really cared about what the judges were saying because I think at that time she was like, oh man, Donny's going to steal this away.
I think that it lacked the vivacitude, as Len would say, and that's what he did say, actually. So I just thought that it wasn't really as good as it needed to be. It's just this big, huge, hyped-up piece, and it just didn't really live up to expectations. And it was a lot of hodgepodge and same of this and that.
They did not get rave reviews for their freestyle, but I think they set out to do exactly what they were trying to do. It was a musical piece, and I think their performance was very musical-like.
Yeah.
The only problem for me is Dmitry was so quick and so awesome that, believe it or not, Maya was having a hard time keeping up with him.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Now let's move on to Donny and Kim.
Feeling that tonight's gonna be